Hello, and welcome to this EduStylist video on Moodle Course Formats. Course formats are all about the way that Moodle helps you to structure your main course materials and activities. Do you want to present your course as a sequence of weeks? Or perhaps you want to section your materials into discrete topic headings that expand when you click them. Or maybe your entire course site is just one activity that you want to auto-launch the moment that your students enter the course. So note that this is all about the structure and flow of your course materials. It's not about the visual look or the branding. That's usually taken care of by a Moodle theme as opposed to a course format. But anyway, let's look at some examples. The demo site I'm using today is running on Moodle 2.7 with the UIkit visual theme. We're going to check out 6 course formats with some example content. First up is the weekly course format. Weekly splits up your content so that each section represents a single week. The dates are all created automatically according to whatever start date you set in your course settings. So if I go into Edit Settings in this administration block here and change my date to, I don't know, let's go back to, say, February the 9th. And we'll save those settings. What you'll see is now all the weekly headings have all changed to reflect that. The next course format is named Topics. Topics is structured similarly to weekly, but instead it follows a naming convention like Topic 1, Topic 2, Topic 3. You can see my unused topics down the bottom here. You can edit these names pretty easily by editing the topic summary. Let me just turn editing on, and we'll come down to one of these. Let's go down the little summary area of each topic. So we'll click on that and we'll change it. So what are we doing? This is music production. So if we do, what's one of the last things we'll do? Tracking your sales. Great. And we'll save that. And let's have a look. And you can see now that the words topic 8 have been replaced by tracking your sales as I've typed in. And I'll just pick this up and put it under the other ones. Great, and there we go. I should probably mention that the examples I have here with the bigger font and the shading style, I've done that slightly differently by actually having nothing as my topic heading and then using the full visual editor in the summary section to do a nice kind of styled one. That's a little bit more complicated, but if you're interested in learning more about doing that, then use the comment section below and let me know and I can make a video specifically about that. Moving on, our next example is named Collapsed Topics, and I've remade the music production example in this new format. You're pretty much forced to use the inbuilt topic header styles in this one, but you get this great feature here that you can keep your content tucked away in headings and your students click on them to expand the content out. And you can click again to close them, and you can have multiple ones. It can help some Moodle sites to look rather clean, and it all works instantly. Every open and close is an instant action without having to reload the page each time. So it's quite cool. Our next example is called Flexible Sections, and it gives you the ability to make sections inside of other sections. For example, here's a mock-up of a photography project site using flexible sections. These are all designed as large bodies of activities and resources, and you can see that some are opened up, and others are collapsed in a way that you get a clickable heading as well as a section summary. Actually, Collapsed Topics has recently added the ability to show a section summary too. But the interesting bit comes when we click on this collapsed heading in the flexible sections format. So let's click on Portrait. And it takes us to a new page just for that topic. So not super unique yet, as we can do that with other Moodle settings, but now look below the normal activities and resources here at these 3 things. These are headings of yet more sections. So we can click on this. And here's another subsection of the Portrait subsection. And I imagine you can see where this is going now. We are able to create as many sections inside of sections as we like. We're basically creating multi-layered subpages. And the difference between this and, say, the Add a Page tool that you can get from Moodle is if we turn editing on, you can see that these are still as if it's the main page. This is a URL resource. We've added a quiz directly, 3 layers deep. So you can see that there's a fair bit of power that can come out of this. And if we head back to the main page, well, yeah, let's go for that. Not everything has to be collapsed either. So this one is open, this one is collapsed. These are all collapsed, and it ends in an open one. We can go inside our portrait topic that we had before and the handy guide. We can open it up. And it now shows inside that main page. Well, not the main page, but inside the portrait page. So this whole area will be closed off still on the main page, but once you come in, this subsection is open. These subsections stay closed. It's a really powerful tool if you have heaps of content to organize. That's great if you have heaps of activities and resources, but what if your course only has one single thing? Maybe it's just a single piece of assessment to upload, or maybe you've designed everything in an external product like Articulate Storyline and have packaged it up as a SCORM object to load into your course. This is where a course format named Single Activity Format comes into use. You select what type of activity you want in the course settings page here, and then once you've got that set up, now let's have a look at it from a student's point of view. Once they find it in their course list, they click on it, it should launch them straight into the actual activity. And there's our courseware designed in Storyline. Finally, we've got the grid format. The grid course format represents all of your sections as a collection of icons on a course start page. Click on an icon, and the contents of that section pop up in an overlay box. You have to supply the icon graphics, and then the rest is edited in the same way that you would edit any other section from any other course format. So we'll see the icons up the top, and if we roll down, these are all the sections. We've made them, they were the contacts that we had, and then when you switch editing off, or when a student sees it, all of that goes away, and you just get that neat little graphical interface. So there we have it. 6 Moodle course formats through 6 examples. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you soon on other EduStylist videos, the website, and our online training courses. See ya!